changing locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself in this coupe, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in, I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny D'Amour, reporting straight from the liquor store, man. And to my right, you know, we have Landlord from Alabama.
What's happening?
And listen, you probably can't see Landlord. We got the film up already. Because we got to discuss this shit, man. It's not going to be rainbows, flowers. It's not going to be fun. You're not going to enjoy what you see at any point or time at this time, man. Because it was bad. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. So what the fuck happened to the Dallas Cowboys defense against the Bears? That's the question that's being asked, and that's what we're finna figure out right now. So, Land, you got anything you want to say to these good people before we go ahead and jump into this? I can't hear you.
Cover your eyes and ears, but some kind of way still watch and listen. You understand?
Facts.
Exactly.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it then, man. And this is every defensive snap from this game against the Bears, man. So let's go ahead and start.
I don't know why Hen would do such a thing, but
I mean, shit happens. All right, so they're under center, single back. Obviously, they're playing zone.
play action.
And this is actually not a bad rep on defense. They squeezed the throwing lane. Throw was a little inaccurate. It probably still could have been completed, but you know.
Yeah, a great ball would have been completion. He was still a little amped up. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so let's see what happens on this very next play, because we've seen it from both angles. All right, so let's see. We got a bunch of people at the line of scrimmage right now. We see Reddy Red. I almost always call this boy Reddy Red for some reason. I'm not sure why, but Reddy Stewart is very close to the line of scrimmage right now. We got Hooker back there. We see Elam rolled up a little bit. So this is definitely nickel. There's only two linebackers, Sanborn and Murray on the field. I see Trayvon Diggs over there. So yeah, there's three. This is a nickel package right here. Might be some iteration of a zone blitz, but it might be a fire zone. Because Reddy Stewart is finna come. Now it's a run play, but it's a well timed, blitz right here. So you just take a look. They snap the ball. Reddy Stewart is not thinking about anything but getting to the backfield. So they brought a 5-man pressure, and they are playing zone because nobody is running with anybody. Everybody's eyes is in the backfield looking at the quarterback. So this is some iteration of a fire zone. They brought the nickel as the extra pressure guy, and they got a negative play. Reddy Stewart made a tackle for loss on DeAndre Swift.
Great play by him.
Yeah, so, 5-man pressure, it worked. So you talk about the guys, and I still think even after this game, like when the Dallas Cowboys blitz, I know there's going to be one play that stands out when they blitz. But for the most part, the Dallas Cowboys have still made plays when they blitz, especially more often than when they just fall back in regular coverage. So 5-man pressure right here works. They got a tackle in the backfield on the running back. They force a 3rd and long. Damn good play by Reddy Stewart on his return back to Chicago. And here it is from a different angle.
Yeah, that was a great play by him. I like the tenacity that he played in. Coming out the slot position right there. Met the running back in the backfield. Made a good, nice tackle. Great play by the young man.
Yep. And that's the beautiful thing about it. When you bring more than 4, You're forced. There's only 5 offensive linemen. Every time you bring a 5-man pressure, you're going to force the offensive linemen to have one-on-one matchups across the board. Like it's much harder to defend a 5-man pressure than a 4-man pass rush. Now you get a little bit weaker on the back end, of course, right? Because you're taking somebody out of coverage to do this. But if you're just talking about getting pressure, it's a lot easier for somebody to win a one-on-one matchup than it is to try and split a double team, try and navigate that trash. The picture just becomes a lot easier. Like they don't even block Reddy Stewart on this play. That's why he's able to get in the backfield so quick. He's unblocked. He's untouched. And boom, just meets him in the backfield. Negative play. All right, so now it's 3rd and long. This is 3rd and long. Let's see what the Dallas Cowboys line up in this time. So we see Dante Fowler there. Let's see. Who's all out here on the field? I see Elam at the bottom. Every time I see Donovan Wilson standing back there, it just makes me so uneasy. But they got a 2 safety shell look. We got Hooker back there. We got Donovan Wilson back there. We got Trayvon Diggs playing with some cushion. And then, of course, we got Elam up here a little bit closer to the line. Who's number 18? Damone Clark. We got Damone Clark in. I see Reddy Stewart, so it is a nickel package at least.
Yeah, Damone Clark.
All right, because that's number 27 right there. So this is some form of nickel. Might even be dime. So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 defensive backs. There's only 5 defensive backs. So it's still some iteration of nickel. Yeah, because Murray's right there. Okay. So Murray's standing up on the line. Let's see what happens on this play. Getting lined up. Let's see what they get into. All right, I see he's stepping back, getting some depth. Elam is. Oh, they did blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5-man pressure yet again. They brought 5. Playing some form of zone behind it. And they're able to rally up and just make the tackle. So even though he got a completion, it was 3rd and long. You brought a 5-man pressure. He didn't have all day to hold on to the football. You were able to rally up and hold this to a 2-yard gain on 3rd and forever. Like you would take that every day of the week. So far, the Dallas Cowboys brought a 5-man pressure twice. They got a negative play. They got a negative play for a loss on the run. And then they forced a little check down on 3rd and long. So they brought a 5-man pressure twice, and they had 2 positive outcomes bring the 5-man pressure.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, I'm glad you like it, but this is about the best it's going to get.
I understand that, unfortunately.
So let's see it again from this viewpoint.
Look at Clark also. They putting in the work. But we can't get home. Linebackers biting on everything.
All right, and then now they're finna punt it away. Now, what happened after we get this punt is that our boy Williams fumbled the ball after a huge run, and they got the ball right back. That's the negative side. Defense came out and they had a good opening series. They came out and they had a very good opening series. They forced 3 and out. Instead of the Dallas Cowboys, moving the ball and getting points, a field goal, a touchdown, we fumbled and they got the ball right back. You know what I mean? So 2 plays later, your defense, after playing well, are right back out on the football field. Shit like that is really hard to deal with. Okay, now what's also hard to deal with is Donovan Wilson being the middle third safety. Because it looks like they're in, this is either going to be cover 1 man or it's going to be cover 3. There's only 1 safety in the middle of the field. Then they might rotate into something different. But
it damn sure shouldn't be Donovan Wilson.
Yeah, they might rotate into something different, but it definitely looks like cover 3, and it looks like Donovan Wilson is the deep third safety. So let's see what happens on this play. Oh, they look like they brought another pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they brought a pressure again, and they got a tackle for only like 3 yards or on the 3-yard gain. But on this play, our brother Sam Williams got an illegal hand to the face, and it was an automatic first down.
He still knucklehead Sam look like.
Yeah. So let's see. Now I'm trying to see if this is a true pressure, or they're just running to the ball because they see the run motion. It might just be a standard cover 3, and they just did a damn good job of filling the holes. I think that's what it is. Because Donovan Wilson is all the way back deep third. Look like Trey is back in the deep third. Looks like Elam is back in the deep third because they're not in the footage, and it looks like the linebackers are just flowing in their natural run fits. Because remember, every cover 3 is an 8-man box. Because see, they got three linebackers up. Yeah, this is a standard 8-man box. Matter of fact, yeah, there's Hooker.
Yeah,
there's Hooker. So this is definitely a cover 3. Now, like I said, I would prefer for Donovan Wilson to be the box safety on every down and every rep. But this is a standard cover 3. It's an 8-man box. If you run against that shit, cool. We got guys up there. You know what I'm saying? If you're successful trying to run the ball against cover 3, you deserve that shit. And they do a good job. They flow. They completely cut off everything right there. That was very good rep. But penalties. Instead of it being 2nd and 7, it ended up being first and 10. So here we go. Let's see what they're doing. It looks like it might be another standard cover 3 look.
Cover 3 again.
Yeah, I see one singular safety. Now, one thing I do have a problem with is how close up Elam is playing, if this is cover 3, because he has to be the deepest person on this portion of the field. Because there's nobody else back there. We have underneath help. He's like the linebacker is either going to play the flat or he's going to play the cloud or whatever else. He's going to have coverage on a certain area of this field. You know what I'm saying? Like Elam, there's nobody else behind you. That's my only concern when we are playing cover 3.
And I think this is the tight end play too.
It is. Yep. Matter of fact, it's going to be because look, he finally get depth after the ball is snapped. But I don't like the fact that
Leo Fowl supposed to carry them back a little bit. It looked like he got a good bump on him, but he ran straight past him.
This is my issue. Look how far up Trey is, too.
All bit on that play action.
But Trey doesn't even have fucking run responsibilities on this play. Like, he doesn't have any at all. That's my biggest issue with this. Like, you are the deep third defender. You see, Elam didn't give a damn. He just out here bailing. Hooker is back. If there were anything else on this side of the field, who would cover that?
It'll be Trey.
Yeah, but he can't cover that back down here. So
he probably just using his awareness, saying, "Okay, it's nobody on my side, so I can help in run coverage, run pursuit."
Yeah, he got to do his job on that one. Now the play didn't go that way, so that's one thing. So thank God on that shit. Now let's see what happens on here. Now, what confuses me is I actually think the person that's supposed to get dealt right here is number 57. Because Leofow knocked the shit out of him, and then he went and played the flat.
To the flat. Yeah,
Leofow went right to the flat. He just helped the man.
You right. It's 57. He probably got more depth.
He definitely should have got more depth. Because what else is he covering? Because you see how number 59 turned, and he's in coverage. Now, it looks like everybody on this other side of the field had no idea what the fuck they supposed to be. Because nobody else over here gets out to the damn flat.
That's
for one.
A problem, man.
So, there's nothing over there at this point. Now, like you said, thank God, there's nothing leaking out that way. But that side of the field, what are they doing? Like Trey supposed to have deep third. You know, like you said, he might have bit too hard for on the play. But where the flat defender? Where's the flat defender? Where's the there's nothing over there. Like the entire side of the field is vacant. So I'm glad nobody ran anything over that way. And then look at him. Man had enough time to get up after being knocked down and still get open to make a play. Fucking awful.
Sanborn ain't athletic enough, man. High linebackers was getting it up too. I think Murray was responsible for one of them touchdowns. That touchdown the tight end caught over the middle. That was on Murray for real. He didn't get enough depth.
Yeah, that's sad. You cannot give up a play to a play that's already been knocked down. Like you were supposed to have, because he's on the ground. How did he get up from getting his shit knocked off and still beat you back there? Sanborn was playing with no fucking awareness right there.
Leofau did a good job getting a good jam on him.
Yeah, so kudos to Leofau. Oops. All right, so let's see what this is right
I like
here.
this alignment a little better. At least Hooker got a little more range than Dano. Not much. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I would prefer probably Ranye Thomas or another safety off the street somewhere. But I like Hooker better than Dano in this situation.
Yep. Now, my question is this a cover 3 or a cover 1? Let's see what happens. It actually looked like they played man on this because
I was about to say, that's man.
they turning and running with people on this play. This is like it's regular cover 1. Yeah, this is a true cover 1 right now. One deep safety.
Go back. Let's see what the linebacker do. Because they might have had a spy. I seen one play they had a spy on Caleb. And it was in man. I liked it.
Yeah, the only person.
He's spying. Murray spying on Caleb.
Yep.
You see him? He right there at the 30. What Caleb at?
Right there. He broke the pocket.
Yeah, he following his ass. So I like that kind of play. You know what I'm saying? You just got to execute it.
And then he forced
look,
that throw.
That was a good play. Everybody was covered.
Mm-hmm.
So when y'all see, they played man and they got burnt. How many times they got burnt playing zone? So shit, you seen man a couple times he got burnt. Hey, give man a chance to get burnt then shit. If everybody giving it up.
All right, so let's look at it from this other angle.
I still feel like you need to mix them up, but like don't just eliminate man, bro. Don't do that.
No, you can't be that one-dimensional in anything. You could play too much man, you could play too much zone, you got to sprinkle both of them bitches in. If you playing 90% man, you're doing too much. If you're playing 90% zone, you're doing too damn much. You gotta just sprinkle that shit in, so you aren't one-dimensional as a defense. We talk about being one-dimensional as an offense all the time. You can also be a one-dimensional defense. If you come out in the same coverage every time, of course I know how to attack that shit.
He acting like Dan Quinn already, not adjusting. You remember Dan Quinn stayed in the same personnel group the whole game, and we just got our ass ran over.
Basically a dime package all game because you were playing with a safety at linebacker, and then you still had an extra nickel out there.
And they just ran the ball on our stupid ass.
Whenever they wanted to. Now let's see what this might be. He's getting depth. I'm curious on this if this is like cover 4 or cover 2. Let's see. Well, Diggs is getting depth. Oh, this is cover 4. Yeah, this is not a flat defender at all. This is cover 4 match. Off a little screen, he was right there to get it. Came up and made a tackle.
Look like I like it too. That was a nicely ran play.
Yep. You ain't gonna like this next one though. But we ain't gonna get no spoilers.
Your linebackers is fucking up the game though. In coverage, for sure.
Yeah, because Murray diagnosed that screen and made a play. Because if he didn't, that could have been a big play.
Like I said, I think the difference is they decent in run fits, but they just bad in coverage. Like they ain't capable of doing that in this coverage as far as the defense go. We need more athletic linebackers, bro. It's just that clean cut right there.
So let's see what happens on this play. 3rd and 9. It looked like it might be a man blitz.
Well, let me say this, pause real quick. Let me say this over. We need more athletic linebackers if you're going to ask them to play like this. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, if you want them to do something different, then that's different. But the things that you asking of Kenneth Murray and Jack Sanborn, they're not that great at doing it. So, to me, that's a Flus issue. Flus should be trying to maximize the talent that he has and stop being stubborn and mix it up and do what your players do well, man.
All right, so they're finna bring. Let's see what happens. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 people coming. Yeah, because they're playing man across the board. Look like with one deep safety. So this is like a iteration of a cover 1 and just cover 1 out of a 5-man pressure. And Diggs just slips.
That's just unfortunate, man. Like, I know we hate it. It just happened, though. But look at I said. Go back. Everybody else covered. Except for the one right here by the 20. He got a chance right, though, with this dig route. He open. But everybody else, that's a decent, you know what I'm saying? Look at him. If he would have threw him the ball right here, whoever this is, about a hash right here, he would have got tackled right there. Should be. He probably would have gained about 5 yards. The dude on the outside right here, DJ Moore down here at the bottom, he was covered. The guy running across the middle, like I said, he would have gained about 5 yards if you come up and make the tackle. But if Diggs would have been on his man, he would have had to make a throw, a second layer throw, over the linebacker and under the safety to that dig. Mm-hmm. Now he would have had to make an accurate throw. Maybe he makes it, maybe not.
He doesn't, right.
But we seen when Diggs slipped, you just gave him an easy out. Boom, touchdown. So, like, I can't blame that one on Flus. I'm going to blame that one on the personnel. On Diggs, you got to keep your feet, bro. You got to keep your feet.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, that's the tough part about it, man. You know, like, everything else worked out. That's how you draw it up, except for him losing his footing. Like you said, Flus did not call no play and say, "Hey man, Diggs, you know I need you to fall down on this play, man. We're gonna go ahead and let that boy score.
I need you to tap out right here." You know what I'm saying?
Take yourself out the game real quick.
And y'all, one thing I say, Diggs ain't been playing well, bro. But let's be real, like that shit, like that happens, bro. It just happens. We just don't want it to happen when the quarterback notices that it happened and it results in a touchdown. It just was a bad time for it to happen. But that shit happen all the time, bro. It really do. But, like, a lot of times you might get away with it. The quarterback might not be looking over there, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit happens all the time. And, you know, Diggs got to play better, but that one right there, I think that's just unfortunate. Because I think Trey would have probably picked that ball off if he was upright. Yeah. I don't think that would have been an easy throw if Trey would have kept his footing.
I don't either. Like I said, it's just bad timing at this point. All right, so let's see what happens on the next defensive drive. All right, well, this is going to be a kickoff and shit. I should have skipped past it, but I don't like, fucking this stuff up. They be tweaking out on us sometimes. So we're just going to watch the little kickoffs and everything else, too. But still to this point, most of every time that they bring a pressure, it's worked. There's been one play, and that was the touchdown, where the blitz did not work. We seen a negative play in the run game. We seen only like a little 2-yard dump off pass in the receiving game. Now I'm going to pause this. This is going to be the flea flicker. I want you to talk to him about this flea flicker for a second, landlord, because I got to run and do something for 2 seconds. So I need you to cook up on this real quick.
Okay, do your thing. I mean, if you look at it, we got 2, 4, 5, 6 people in the box. You could say 6 people. You got Houston right there. I believe that's Reddy right there. coming into the line. And I'm not sure who that is on the outside. Probably Damone Clark right there. So you got some defenders in the box. But what the problem was, what screwed this play up was, if you look at Kyle Elam, when that ball gets in the running back's hands, he's pursuing the run. All the linebackers are pursuing the run. The safety is pursuing the run. That's the beauty of a flea flicker. If you do it right, if you catch them in the right moments, because what made this such a crazy time to do this was it was just a change of possession. I think this might have been the first play of some crazy stuff. Like they just changed possessions. I think we had just punted and they just got the ball. So there was a one-play touchdown right behind that 35-yard pass to Roma Doomsday. So when you got a sudden change like this is when the coaches like to catch you in surprise mode like this. So that was brilliant by Ben Johnson, to be honest, to do it in this exact moment. You do this in a different moment, you probably don't get nobody. But after a sudden change like that, that's the best time to do it. So when they do the flea flicker, the running back gets the ball for momentarily, and he almost is tackled. He throws a desperation ball back to Caleb Williams, and it just so happened to work. Caleb stood in there like a champion and delivered a good ball. But you got to give them props for the way they executed this, because we should have been able to bring the running back down. Like, look at all these people we're going to have in the backfield. Like, all these people went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and an extra blitzer. And if I'm not mistaken, a linebacker going to come. But let's see.
Yeah, they brought a 5-man pressure look like. They just...
Oh, it was just 5, yeah.
Yeah, but still, they brought an extra person. If this was a run play, though, it was going nowhere.
Yeah, it was going nowhere. But look, that's a desperate... He almost got tackled. That was a desperation throwback there to Caleb. And your coach probably would have told you not to do that. You know what I'm saying? He probably just said, screw it, I'm going to try it anyway. Now, because guess what? What if while he trying to throw that ball back, somebody would have hit his arm?
Mm-hmm.
And not a ball on the ground. You
exactly.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, so that was really a risky play that just worked out in their favor opposed to working out in ours, unfortunately. So, like, could you dial it back a couple of more ticks real quick? So, look at Elam. Elam got the right amount of depth.
Until he doesn't.
Yeah, you play it. Now, look at what he doing, because the ball is in the running back's hands. Now, look, to be 1,000% honest with you, I'm mad at Hooker on this play.
I'm mad at Elam.
I'm mad at Hooker, because guess what? Look at what Hooker is right now, though. He's still in position to play, but it is two receivers right there, so he got a pick. So, yeah, it's 100% on Elam, Dan. If you think about it like that, because if look at where Malik Hooker is right now, and it's two receivers, and he don't know which one finna go towards him. Yeah, he got to decide.
Cause listen, both corners fuck up, because neither one of these corners have any run responsibilities. You brought a 5-man pressure out of a zone. You still got deep third, you still got deep middle, and you still got the other deep third. Cause think about this. What if this wide receiver right here that's behind 25, what if he breaks out and goes to the 50 on this other side? Yeah. There's nobody there to cover him. You know, and that's the same thing with Elam. Like, it ended up being, looking like Hooker, but Hooker, now, to be fair to Hooker, not to be fair to Hooker, Hooker didn't get enough depth on this play any goddamn way, because he got a deep third. You still got to get back. But at the same token, Elam has no business being this far up, because he's playing deep third coverage. 25 has no business being this far up, because your ass got deep third coverage. I don't give a fuck. If they find a way to leak out of there and get a long run, I'd rather you be late and just come rally up and tackle, because you still got the most important thing. You are the people responsible for not giving up a one-play touchdown. And guess what happened? You gave up a one-play touchdown.
Good Lord. And what's unfortunate is, like you said, if we sit up and say we want you to do your job, but at the same time, it's players that's trying to play hero ball. And, like, hero ball ain't the worst. It just don't work when it's a team setting. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Like Hen just said, you still needed to do your job. While you trying to help other people with their job, who's doing yours?
Nobody.
And then y'all not communicating enough to be like, okay, I'm finna help him. So now somebody know they got to check behind you. Like, it's not enough communication like that. So now your job is a void right now. Your job is exposed because you trying to go do more shit. You being extra. That's why we say no hero ball. Do your job. And if your job is done and somebody else is not doing theirs, that's when we check them. But the biggest part about this is why it's so hard to break this defense down and see who's at fault, because everybody playing hero ball. You don't even know what coverage it is because they trying to do something that they don't supposed to be doing. Just do your damn job and this defense will be better. The personnel got to play better as well. So it's a combination. But I'm saying if everybody's playing hero ball, it's just going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly because you can't communicate that well.
Yeah, do you know what the purpose of calling like a cover 3 and shit like that is? Like when you call these zone defenses, you're trying to keep every single thing in front of you. That's why all the eyes are really on the quarterback. Everybody playing at a certain depth. Everybody is going to rally up and tackle once the ball is delivered. And you give up little dinks and dunks. And what you really want to do is eventually cause a tip. There's more eyes on the ball, so folks can rally up and intercept it or shit like that. Or when it gets to the red zone area where there's less space to cover, you're forced a field goal. That's why they call it like bend, don't break. You know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, the best thing that happen in these scenarios when you're playing these zone coverages is you force a bunch of field goal attempts. You know what I'm saying? If there are 3 offensive possessions on each side, you want to have 21 points and you want to hold them to 9. Now that's the most ideal thing when you're playing this kind of defense. Like, look at the Eagles from this last game. Remember, me and you were talking like the Rams kept getting down to the end zone, but they field goal. That's how the Eagles were eventually able to get back in the game. They got.
If I'm not mistaken, 7 is much more than 3.
Exactly, a 4-point difference each time. So if you're holding folks to field goals and then they're going out and scoring touchdowns, that's the beauty of that kind of defense. You know what I'm saying? And then, because it's the kind of defense where you're not supposed to be able to get a bunch of big plays, now you got them out here pressing, trying to throw into tighter windows and shit. That has not been the case for us because we're giving up the explosives.
I about to say, and then at the same time, the more plays you run, the more chances you got to screw it up. You might screw it up with a penalty. You might screw it up because somebody miscommunication, or just like the Cowboys, Trey fall down or your receiver fall down. That could be an easy interception. Like, so the more plays that you can force them to run, I think a lot of D coordinators just be banking on that. Like, okay, if we make them milk it methodically, they gonna screw it up some kind of way and it's gonna play in our hands. Just don't give up no big explosive plays.
Exactly. And listen, that's what the Bears did to us. They knew their back end was depleted. They're out here starting Nation right. They got, Tyreek Stevenson out there who gave up a perfect passer rating coming into the game when targeted. So they knew they couldn't just play straight up. So, they disguised a lot of their coverages. They played a little bit more zone than they're accustomed to because he is a man coverage guy. And, they played, a lot of those Bear fronts. They had, double A gap looks. They dropped out in the coverage. Sometimes they came. But they made it hard. They made the Dallas Cowboys go, 5-yard gain, 3-yard gain, 4-yard gain. And eventually, they made mistakes. There was the drop by our boy Pickens that turned into an interception. There was the fumble by the running back. There was the false start by Tyler Guyton in the red zone that turned it from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and long. Now, Tyler Guyton gave up a sack on 2nd down, went from 2nd and short to 3rd and long. Right? Like, little mistakes like that cost you points and cost you the ability to keep this game close. And that's because
you got to think about it. When you go into this game, you got a game plan. Mm-hmm. And people don't understand, like, your game plan, you just can't have it as fluid like that. Like, if you go into the game, you like, okay, we're going to do this, this, and this. And then the circumstances of the game just blow up your whole game plan. Now you pretty much coaching on the fly because you can't predict every single game situation. So now you like, dang, we got to change this and do this. We got to change this and do this. Oh, we can't keep up. We got to score. We got to be a little more aggressive. We got to be a little more urgent. So, like, it's just different when you put yourself in them type of situations.
Yeah, real shit, though. Let's see. I need to. Yeah, hold up, dog. Boom, boom, boom.
But yeah, I just seen something saying that CD Lamb got a high ankle sprain, bro.
Well, if he got a
2
high
to
ankle,
4 weeks.
where you see that at?
Calvin Watkins.
Well, he ain't gonna play this matchup then. Lord, 7-2-3.
I didn't even know it was payday today. You ain't say nothing.
Man, hey, I don't know. I'll be knowing your
YouTube,
schedule.
YouTube, sir.
Oh, YouTube. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
it's
yeah.
YouTube payday.
Well, sir, I didn't know. Well, I knew that. I've been and spent that little money. Like, shit, we got bills, man. Matter of fact, if you want to help us, I went ahead and edited to where both cash apps are on the screen. So
Man, that's great.
you can hit landlords at $landlord723, and you can hit Henny the Moore at $HTM Sports. For the price of a big bag of Fugazios, you can sponsor
bag.
two, not one, but
Not one, but two.
independent Dallas Cowboys content creators, man. And we need you.
We need you.
We need you. It's crazy.
It's on you. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Hey, so some niggas like, what the hell they talking about? We showing our age, dog. I don't know. They run them commercials no more.
They don't run them no more.
All right, this is another single high look though.
Who is it? Malik.
Yeah, Malik up there. Cause they got our This is another nickel look. They are playing more nickel because I guess it's like a passing situation. So let's see what happens. They
It look like it's zone though.
damn sure zone. Nobody ran.
Nobody
with them
ran
14.
with them.
So
And
let's see.
Diggs trying to communicate to Reddy. You get the outside or I got the outside. I'm not sure.
So let's see what actually happens right here.
Yeah,
Yep.
he said you take the outside. So he got the inside receiver.
Looks like everybody's there. 4-man front. I don't like how slow our boy Hooker is, but they got to run. Was a holding call. Played in the stand.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Now that you look at our defense, if we had a dope safety back there, you could do so many more things, bro. You could do so much more if you know that he can cover sideline to sideline. And believe it or not, I know it sounds like a myth. It is safeties that can do this. It's safeties who can cover sideline to sideline. So that gives you, think about it, he basically two players. You know what I'm saying? He basically two players. If he could cover from sideline to sideline, that occupy two spots. So now you can deploy an extra defender to somewhere else. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of having to have two high all the time.
Let's see what they do on this play. All right, so this is definitely like a iteration of cover 3 or cover 6 because we see Hooker's down in not Hooker. We see Donald's down in the box. That's number 6. Yeah, it's some iteration of cover 3 again. They made a play though. They forced the incompletion. I actually think they're going to get off the field this time because it's like 3rd and 20 or some shit right now. Listen.
That's just a missed throw.
Also, Hooker got to catch that shit. I know it was a hard play, but the ball hits Hooker in the hand basically. Watch this shit. Let me just go back this slightly. You see how it hit his hand and he couldn't come in with it.
You know DB's hands are for decoration, man.
I know. Well, yeah. Except when they play the Cowboys, then they got to stick them on that bitch.
Facts. That would have been a one-hand interception on the other play.
All right, so let's see. This is going to be a completion for 11 yards. Still playing some iteration of zone.
Dono so far back.
Yeah, this Donald right here.
Run that back real quick.
Yeah, Donald down there in the box again.
In the flat.
Yep.
He finna be the one that get caught on then, because 14 look like it's gonna be his responsibility. Yeah. Him and the linebacker.
It's just a damn good throw. He split the zone with
He
the throw.
just sat in the hole. Yeah.
Now they should have got him down. It should not have been an 11-yard game. Like he spun for like another 4-5 yards. I don't like that shit. Four-man pressure. They're not getting anywhere remotely close to this man when he's throwing the ball either.
Nope. I think we overestimated our defensive line, bro.
You would think, and it's not a. And listen, I understand, why they thought they couldn't. I'm not saying it was right, but I understand why they thought they could get away with this shit because they invested a lot in that defensive line. Marshawn Neal is a second-round pick. Donovan Ezaraku was a second-round pick. Sam Williams is a second-round pick. Dante Fowler is a former lottery pick. You know what I mean? Like they got
James Houston playing great ball.
Yeah. Also, James Houston did not record a single pass rush win this game.
Yikes.
Nor did Ezaraku. Nor did Dante Fowler.
I seen Ezaraku get some pressure though. He was pursuing Caleb a couple times, if I ain't mistaken.
They probably ain't counted it for whatever reason, but they counted them niggas that's not having a single pass rush win.
That's terrible. Okay. Do we need to try Isaiah Land? We can't leave no stones unturned.
We gotta do something.
We gotta bring in Isaiah Land off the practice squad and let him take somebody's position and give him a shot. Cause we gotta do something like that. We can't cover deep and then we giving them time. This shit is a bad combo right here. That's a terrible combo. If you can't get no pressure and you giving them letting them have long developing plays down the field, you screwed.
Yeah. I see it now where you're talking about Stephen Jones said CeeDee Lamb has a high ankle sprain, could be 2 to 4 weeks. That's horrible.
Yep.
Well, we're going to have to hope that George Pickens ready to be the primary target.
He ready, but
Is
will it
everybody
be
else
enough
ready?
far the offense go?
Maybe not. We'll have to see. We're going to definitely have to see. There's going to be a whole bunch of George Pickens and a whole bunch of Jake Ferguson. And hopefully, the run game can help some of this shit. But you got to stop giving up explosives. Like, if you can run the ball and not give up explosive plays, you can actually win. You can actually be in a lot of these games.
You're going to be in a lot of them. Giving up the explosive plays just defeat the whole purpose of running the ball.
It does. If you can score on one play, if it take you 5 seconds to score, it doesn't matter that I had the ball for 5 minutes.
I think the perfect example, that's why I always go back to this. Super explosive Peyton Manning playing the Wildcat. Who that was they were playing the Wildcat? The Panthers?
It might have been the Panthers or the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins.
One of them
first
teams,
ones.
they was like, it was Wildcat central. Like, they were going crazy with the Wildcat. Like, Peyton was so frustrated, bro, because he could not get on the field. But when he got out there, he going for the gusto. Like, Peyton trying to lunch that bit because he know he ain't got that many opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest example of how powerful time of possession and running the ball effectively can, like, basically knock off a dope offense. So, like, if you can't stop nothing, you at least got to have the ball and have time of possession. But at the same time, you just can't be giving it up to that degree, bro.
Exactly.
You just can't.
The explosives kill everything you're trying to do.
I'd rather you give it up on a methodical drive.
At least I know you're trying. You're making plays at that point. If it took them 15 plays to score, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you did your job.
It sucks, but at least they didn't score twice in that time period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, think about the time it took them to score. If it took them 15 plays, there might have been a 5-minute drive, a 6-minute drive. You know what I'm saying? If you go back out here and you have a long methodical drive and get the points back, you know what I'm saying? Like you're really bringing down the opportunities they got to get back into the game. Especially if you're playing with a lead. Let's say it was 14-3, and you allowed a 15 play, 7-minute drive. Cool. If I get the ball back and I have my own 5, 6, 7, 8-minute drive and I score another touchdown, I'm back up 2 possessions and I ate up a lot of the clock. And it took you how long to score? Like, I'm good then at that point.
Exactly.
But we cannot give up 1-play touchdowns. That's the issue.
That's the kryptonite to all this shit.
All right, let's see what the hell happens on this play, bro. This shit is sad. They're not playing
Very
zone.
sad.
I mean, they're not playing man because nobody ran with the tight end when he reset. So this 4 down. This might be covered. This might be either cover 2 or cover 4. Way that they're setting up right now. We'll see what happens.
2 high safeties, middle field open.
So we'll see what happens when they fall out of this. It's gonna depend on Elam. All right, Elam reroutes. So Elam did not carry anybody out. This is definitely
covering the flat.
He covering the flat. So this is cover 2. Middle of the field open.
Oh my God! Look at the safety. Oh God, we got Lecker right there. Go back.
Let's look from this different angle because I didn't catch it in time anyway. So we talk about
You probably
Dunno,
can't
right?
even see it.
We talk about Dunno or
The
Hooker.
safety probably on the right side of the screen. Yeah, Hooker.
Oh, Hooker ass fucked up.
That dude was wide open over there. Caleb just didn't see him.
You're right, because I can't see from this angle. I'll go back. Oh, shit. I see it now.
Boy, we got Lecker as hell.
Yeah, I definitely see it now. Where the fuck is Caleb at right now?
On the ground.
That might be one of the few instances where they got pressure on his ass.
We got Lecker.
Okay, so that's probably why he couldn't scan over there. Yeah, because see,
He had to move.
who this out here that won?
That look like Fowler.
Yeah, so I don't agree then. I think I would count that as a pressure.
You can't go off of these stats all the time, bro. You got to look at that tape. Because I know I seen Izaraku, like, screaming at him a couple of plays. Maybe it was a bootleg or something and they don't count it or something. I don't know.
That looked like a good honest win right there, though.
Could you go back, bro? I wanted to see that. We didn't see that play from the sideline view. I wanted them to see how fortunate we was right there. I didn't want to work you, but I ain't see that play early on film. He was wide open, bro. Hooker was finna give it up again.
Well, let's see, 'cause I think this is the play. The very last play we watched. All right, so let's watch this one.
Look at Hooker at the right there on the top of the seat.
Over there by the 50 on the same side as Diggs.
And look at 14, the slot receiver. He finna do an out and be wide open, bro.
Yeah,
A deep out.
Because remember, we figured out this was cover 2, at least on this side.
That's the vulnerable part of cover 2 too. So look at this. Look at this. Boom. Oh. Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't have been on the ground, touchdown.
Now Diggs fell on this play too. So if he hits any one of these people, if he hits old boys a touchdown, Diggs is not going to get back up in time to catch this dude. The ball is hitting him right now.
And that's a touchdown.
So we really got lucky on this too, because Diggs failed and Hooker had horrible leverage. Jesus.
That show you the benefit of having some decent pass rush though. Because it can bail you out sometimes. Like, I'm not going to lie and act like that's not true, but it ain't going to save you every time.
No, not every time. It helps though. It definitely helps, because if you can't rush or cover, what are we doing? We might well be routes on the air.
On that play that Trey slipped, do you think if I got pressure in 1 second, you think that would have helped?
Hell yeah.
It wouldn't have helped. Because he would have threw the ball already. Like, Diggs fell off the bat.
I was gonna say if he is pressured like immediately when the ball is snapped, then maybe. Then maybe. Because it might even fuck the throw up. He might have to throw the bitch so fucked up.
He might not be able to step into it. You're right. But I would have bet my money on him still having enough time. He would have probably just had to take a hit. That probably would have been the worst thing about it.
Yeah, he might
would've had
have
to step
got
into it and take a
depleted.
hit.
You right.
Yeah.
He might have got depleted. But hey, we also gonna keep it real. Not every quarterback built like that.
Not every quarterback willing to do that. So you're right.
So it depends. I think Caleb is a tough motherfucker. Even though he a little zesty, I do think I don't think you get this far. Win many games and do many things that he's done without being a little tough. He also a willing runner. So when you factor those things in, I think he might have stood in there and took the hit.
He the young thug of quarterbacks.
Young thug of quarterbacks are crazy. So
He's
now
zesty and tough. That's crazy.
and he be snitching too, I guess. Man, listen, I know this is our subject, dog, but them damn jail call takes is fucking crazy.
I ain't even heard most of them yet.
Boy, that nigga in that.
All I heard
pillow
they say
talking.
he said something about don't tell the world or something.
Oh shit, dog. That's what you gotta do. You gotta go listen to that shit. That shit funny.
No, he tried to say it was AI.
Man, no. Good line ass boy.
I'm using that shit forever. It was always AI.
Boy, what? I don't give a damn you seen me. You could have seen me in real life. It's AI.
I ain't did nothing.
Man. Scale of 1 to 10, how fucked do you think Dallas Cowboys are?
It wasn't me. Oh yeah, with CD hurt, we screwed. I ain't gonna hold you. The defense let's say this. If the defense keep playing like this, and you just took a devastating blow losing CD for 2 to 4 weeks, you in trouble, man. If those things stay the same, you're in trouble. Big trouble. Like, it's damn near draft season.
Yep.
Already. And another year that you waste, Dak prime years, he don't got them about 2-3 more, if we lucky. So that's when I align with Boston, and when I say urgency is needed. We need to go do something with this pick and this capital that we got. If not, it ain't gonna make no sense. That's why I said my antennas is up. I wish I had my X-Files music, because guess what? I feel like if Jerry don't do something with these picks this year urgently, he might be in it for a quarterback, bro. And that's sad.
Well, he like getting cheap. If he's willing to ship Michael out and just run with the draft picks he got. That's why I said that Wes really said something on the show. He was applying it to the Browns, though, when he said, listen, you traded for, it was actually like the Bengals. Like, if you traded for Trey Hendrickson, they don't really want him there anyway. You can get younger, get a pass rusher, on 5 years of a rookie deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Jerry was thinking. Like, Jerry already did that when he got the picks and he shipped Michael Parsons out. Because you can get a premier pass rushing candidate out of this draft, have him on a rookie deal for 5 years, and then you could possibly franchise tag that boy for a 6th year. You know what I'm saying? Because every draft pick, you really control their contract for like 7 years. If you're willing to pay, the price of the franchise tag. You got him for 7 years basically. 4 years on a rookie deal, the 5th year option, and then 2 franchise tags. And that still would equate to way less than a contract you would have given to Michael Parsons. That's probably how the Dallas Cowboys front office was thinking when they moved Cuz. Now, we can tell by the way that the defensive line is playing that might not have been the best idea if you're trying to compete right now, because you need pass rush right the fuck now and you're not getting it. But we'll see what happens though. But I wouldn't be surprised if they don't move those picks. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't move those picks at all. But yeah, there was a little 6-yard run right here. It looks like another standard cover 3 look. Yep. Hooker in the box. Wilson in the box. They didn't do a bad job. They probably could have got back there a little bit quicker. They strung it out.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna be all the way messy, and I'm gonna put motherfuckers on point on the spot.
What's up?
I seen one particular coach that had a little weight problem win without 4. Things that make you go, Nobody was doing that before him. So, Mr. Brian Schottenheimer, can you pull off a couple of wins without 88?
We'll find out.
Let's see. But you know, Mike was the worst coach ever, though. You know what I'm saying? He was terrible. So,
Yeah, damn Mike.
fuck him. Like, hey, he got all the dope in his car. We don't
Boy,
cut
he had dopes and guns together. That boy had a kingpin charge.
he caught all the bodies. He did everything. But
Yeah,
that
man.
did people tell it he was terrible. And when you think about it, bro, what I told you, I don't know if I said it publicly, but I told you. I honestly feel like he got some big shoes to fill, bro. Real talk. That's how much I respected what we did under Mike McCarthy. It might not be popular, but goddamn it, I bet money you would like to win 12 games right now.
Hell yeah, I like to win 12 games right now. You wouldn't?
I would love it. And we did that shit routine. We made a joke out of it. I will win by 12 games, and then, you know what I'm saying? That's
12-5, and out the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
like that's just easy. All right, let's see if we can pull out 12 this year.
Shit, not the way we playing right now. Especially on that one particular side of the bar. Shit, them niggas finna get their ass spanked. All right, let's see what happens on this play. No response to the motion, so it's obvious zone. This is like they gave up on hope, but this is like cover 3 again. It's just not. Am I tripping, or they done played like cover 3 the last 6-7 snaps?
That's all we do.
Yeah, because Donovan Wilson look like he covering the flat area for the most part.
Reddit covering the flat.
And then it was an ineligible man downfield, so it was like a 5-yard penalty on this play. That's the only thing that cover 3 is really good.
See, that's what I was talking about. That ain't gonna count that as a pressure.
Yeah, 'cause he escaped. I guess because it was like a rollout.
It was a rock who was right on his ass, though.
No, I'm saying, like, I guess because it was like a rollout and he had already escaped the pocket, they ain't counting it. But he was on his ass, though, like you said. So they might have certain criteria to say that it was like a pass rush win. They might not count if you're unblocked or some shit, or if it's like an escape out the pocket or some shit. Who
Maybe
knows?
so.
Ain't no fucking telling. Maybe if I click on it and then click on a different one, it'll play. Because this is a play we didn't get a chance to see. It said it was no play. All right, now it's there. I hate how they be doing that weird shit.
Glitching.
All right, let's see. Let's see how much depth a nigga gets on this play. All right, so 2 high safety shell. It's either, and that's what I love. Once you tell the safety shell and the safety stay where they at, there's only a certain amount of coverages you can run out of that. If there's 2 safeties deep, you're either running cover 2, cover 4, an iteration of cover 2 man, but there's not a whole bunch of shit you can run out of a 2 high safety shell or 1 high safety shell. Like if it's 1 high safeties and nothing else changes, you're either running probably like cover 3. It might be a combo coverage where you're running cover 6 or you're running cover 1. But there's only like a handful of coverages for each safety shell. So it makes it a little bit easier to identify what the hell's going on. Now Diggs is rolled all the way up, so I'm willing to bet money that it's going to be cover 2 because Diggs' responsibility in cover 2 would be the flat. If it was cover 4, he would have to carry this wide receiver deep because he's in his quarter coverage, or if that wide receiver broke in, he would have to get eyes on wide receiver 2 at that point. So I'm willing to bet by where CeeDee Lamb is starting this play that is probably cover 2 because he's probably gonna end up playing the flat on this possession. So let's see. If CD plays, CD got hands on this nigga. And it looked like they ain't do nothing. Like it was a little run anyway. A little run that didn't go nowhere. I like that though. They start the run in a light box.
It's different. That ain't typical Cowboy stuff right there.
And that's even Jack Sanborn had a good run fit.
The sad part about it is you get one and then you lose the other.
They lose the other. Do you know the Dallas Cowboys? Do you know that they've held teams to under 100-yard rushing the last 2 games? It's just the fact that we've given up so many explosives in the passing game. The shit doesn't matter. You held this team to 87 yards. An entire team you held to 87 yards. You held the Giants to like 80-something yards last week. You held Saquon Barkley to 60 yards. It was really Jalen Hurts killing you on the ground with his legs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't had a running back problem this year. You just have not had a running back problem. Your real problem is your inability to stop the explosives right now. And that sucks. So like you said, that was the biggest Achilles heel of the Dallas Cowboys, the run game. Now our biggest strength was our pass defense, our ability to get interceptions and sack the quarterback. That shit is horrible now. So I don't know, man. They got to figure something out. But yeah, they stopped the run with a light box right there. I did like that.
Yeah, you can't have one without the other.
So let's see what happens on this play. I think it's going to be it's that screenplay. I know exactly what this is. Because this is 3rd and long right here.
That's when Swift took off.
Yeah, because they all it's going to be is like a simple screen. And there's going to be nobody on the side of the field. Now, talk us through it real quick. I'm finna go use the bathroom again.
Go ahead. You gonna press play? I guess not. Yeah. This is one of the few plays, like we said, we sent the blitz on, and then he still ended up having an answer. That's why I started looking at Flus. It's like, why they always got great answers to every defense you run? That right there lets me know that it is too simple. It's too simple. And your team got to have better pursuit angles right there, and they got to make a tackle. But, man, they had a perfect answer to every test you give them. And that right there to me says that your game plan was garbage. Your game plan wasn't up to par because they seen stuff on film and it told them, hey, we can expose them like this. And then when the game came, it was true. So that was Damone Clark got to make that goddamn tackle right there. That was bad football right there, man. Good Lord. He hit one jump cut and Damone was out of here. But, man, that was a huge play for them. Wish we could have made that tackle right there. Play action. Reverse. Dude got mad speed, bad tackle angles, bad tackling. Sounds like the 2020 Dallas Cowboys. I said we reliving this. It looks like we reliving 2020. Like Dak having a phenomenal year. He had struggled a little bit this game, but he gonna ball out, and then the rest of the team and the defense is just gonna crap the bed. So it looks like we back in 2020 again.
All right, so let's see what happened on this play. Run.
The run was not going, bro. They not giving up the run. Good play by Malik. But it sucks when you giving up everything else in the passing game. Caleb Williams looked like Joe Montana, Tom Brady out there against us, man.
Yep, unfortunately.
This the first game they said he ever played that he didn't get sacked in. I'm not sure if they talking about through college and high school and all or what, but this man ain't never played a game that he didn't get sacked in until he met us.
We were a sight for sore eyes.
That man probably never play this good ever again in his life. Now, I think Caleb is talented, but we gave him the confidence. He might go out and have a great career after this because we gave him so much confidence in his abilities after playing us. That's sad. And then, at the same token, this the same defense that just gave up 50 points last week.
Mm-hmm.
It's just frustrating, man. So disappointing. So disappointing.
Yeah, and this was actually a good rep by Donovan Wilson right here.
Yeah, he forced the ball out. Being in the right place and did what he's supposed to do.
Cause see, that's the thing about zone that, and this is what I talk about bend but don't break. Hold on, let me pause this real quick. Because remember, I went through that whole soliloquy earlier about if you just don't give up the big plays and you allow your defense to get into the red zone, where the field is a little bit smaller, you have more opportunities to make plays because you ain't got that much ground to cover. You just got to stand there in your zone. Don't leave your zone, come up and make a play. Like, you'll probably be able to force a field goal, which they did right here.
Facts.
But you know, you gave up the explosives, the big play on third down against Diggs, the flea flicker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had too many explosives in this game, you know, to where you had a real deal chance to be in it. Plus, you turned the ball over when you had it on offense. The fumble, the drop to turn to a pick. The forced one, the two that we forced in the red zone with not much time left to try to make something happen. Like, you lost turnover battle as well. Now I know it was mostly from the fact you end up having to press on offense because your defense was giving up ass. But at the same token, it happens. You know what I mean? You can't just sweep it on the rug. It did happen. I know there were circumstances around why it happened, but it happened.
That was embarrassing right there, too.
Yep.
He slipped and just got popped.
Sit your bitch ass down.
Like, he just tapped out like, damn, my bad.
Please, no more.
No mas.
All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Oh, this shit's sad.
You got a lad to keep from crying, people.
All right. This going to be... Cause there was a drive. There might be the drive. They did run 11 straight times on us. One of these drives. 5-yard game right here. Boom. It looks like just standard cover 3. Decent pursuit by James Houston on the back end to make the play.
Yeah.
Then they went and got 6-yard gain right here. It was just an inside zone, I think. Yep. Blocked up very well. Got first down. So we're starting to give up some explosive runs now.
Mizey got penetration, but they ran the other way.
Let's see what my nigga Big 58 did.
He was in the backfield. They just ran the opposite way.
Yeah, Solomon Thomas was the other defensive tackle over there. They're finna run the ball again. One guy with a 4-yard gain. 3 straight runs so far. So this is probably like still gonna be 2nd and 6 right here. When the next play comes up, and they're not doing anything different. They just playing zone. They played a light box this time, and they got some decent yardage on that play. Another 4-yard run by my guy right here. And listen, you wonder why they were able to do it. They saw that we had a light box, and they just ran against the shit. They just said, fuck it.
Shift, nobody moved with him.
They know. Boom, boom.
Man, we need some better linebackers. It ain't that was just that bad. It's just that it could have been better. You know what I'm saying? He could have met him in the backfield instead of meeting him across the line of scrimmage.
He was wide open, too. I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do on that play. Hold on. Let's run this shit back. What the fuck happened there? Okay, so I'm trying to see what they're in. All right, so let's see. Diggs where Hooker hoe ass? I think Hooker over there. All right, so this is probably like cover 3 again. So this is probably on. Yeah, this is probably on ready. This is probably on ready because where the fuck are you at, bro? Yeah, there's somebody in the middle of the field. It's like Sanborn can come up and make this play on 14, but you did not get too far enough out here. You didn't get enough width on this drop back. So he's wide open in the flat. You up here trying to help him, you ain't doing your job.
Exactly. Like I said, when you try to play hero ball, I'm gonna help. But you got a job to do. And nobody's helping you.
I'm really disgusted by this film so far.
It's hard to watch.
Yep. It's very hard to watch. And what's sad about it, man, is we may not be a good defense. You could at least be an average defense if you didn't give up the explosives. Like, if it was an average-ass defense and you were giving up like 25 a game or some shit like that, you might win some fucking football games.
Play that play back. Good Lord, that's a long completion, bro.
Yeah.
That was not 30, 40 yards?
29.
Shit.
So let's see what they're in.
Just sat in the hole.
So this looks like cover 2 yet again. And it's either cover 2 or cover 4. Let's see what Diggs is doing on this side of the field.
They run a route straight in the boards.
Oh, shit.
Look out.
I don't know what the fuck this is, honestly.
It's cover 2 because Damone covering in the flat. Reddy covering the flat.
Look how deep Diggs is.
Might
Diggs,
be cover 3.
It might be cover 3 with and Hooker just dropping from depth.
Yeah.
It could be cover 3 with Hooker just dropping from depth. That's probably what it is because Diggs is playing like he's in a deep third. Hooker is in the middle of the field now. He just didn't start there. So it looked like they showed 2 and then dropped it to 3. Because Reddy's in the flat. Lamone Clark is playing over here. Elam got his back turned, so it look like he's covering deep third. Hooker's in the middle of the field. So yeah, it might be cover 3. They could have just. It looked like it just showed 2, then dropped it to 3. This should be covered by somebody. They're both playing the same man. Look, everybody biting on 2. You see that?
Yeah.
Because one of these guys need to account for number 10. Both of them are just drawn in by the eye candy of number 2.
That's the thing about the zone, bro. Well, like I told you, look where he at. Running back a little bit, just a couple ticks ago. All right, not press play. Now look at what DJ Moore is. Okay, he in his zone now, but now he in his zone. You see what I'm saying? That's why you run routes in that type of way so you can confuse the zone defenders. That's why zone's so stupid. So if it was man, he would know I got to check too. You know what I'm saying? But like now he's in the middle of both of these zones. So one person got to know, oh, he in his zone. You got to pass him out. Whoever this is right here, that's Damone Clark right here at the bottom.
Where?
At the bottom of the receiver. Under 2 right here. Under DJ Moore.
Yeah, I don't know who that is because Clark is number 18. He's over here in the flat.
So whoever this is, that might be Elam. Nah, that ain't Elam. Who the hell is that? That's Kenneth Murray. So go back. He supposed to been able to pass him off. He's supposed to been able to pass him off and get dealt right there. See what I'm saying? They was confused. They didn't know who zone area he was occupying. He was kind of in the middle of it. So that's why it's so risky to play zone like that. And smart offensive coordinators know how to confuse your zone.
That's just you not being good at your job. Because you know why I can't sit here and shit on zone like that?
I said this zone.
I'm just talking about like in general. Like if you can do your job, you can play what the fuck ever. Legion of Boom was a cover 3 defense the entire time. Tampa Bay was a cover 2 Tampa 2 defense. Nick Saban reinvented, you know, how you play match coverage. Because that nigga primary coverage down there in Alabama for his title runs was cover 4. They call it cover 7 because that nigga's so gangster with the shit. And then he got a bunch of different ways that you can attack and do match coverage. But for majority of what Nick Saban did in Alabama was cover 7. Cover 7, cover 4 quarters.
All right, this what I mean by this, though. I'm talking about, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that the talent level that we got running this kind of zone is super flawed. Because on top of that, they don't have the knowledge to be running it yet. Like, they still trying to figure this shit out. So, on a good team against a good zone running team, they would have knew who to take in that situation. With this being game 3, they probably ain't masters at it yet. You see what I'm saying? And they should be, because they've been working on it all offseason. Sanborn played for him before.
Exactly.
Like
Sanborn just ain't good.
He's just not good. Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the issue. Ready Red is an okay zone corner.
That's not his name, but go ahead.
Ready Red. Oh man,
Shout out to Ready Red.
Shout out Ready Red, man. Listen, that's how you know he bad.
Because you kept saying it.
Listen, I know Ready Red more than I know Ready Stewart. Damn it. That tells you enough.
Exactly.
I only know this nigga name. But I understand your point. Like, it's a talent fallacy. But also at that same point, if they that bad playing zone, do you really trust some of these niggas running man? I trust Trey to run some man coverage. Do you trust these other niggas to run man?
No.
If Jack Sanborn got a man up with a linebacker, I mean with a running back out the backfield, you trust that nigga?
No.
So it's like they so bad at everything. Like like at least in zone, you ain't gotta run nowhere. You just gotta drop back with some depth. They can't even do that shit.
That shit's sad.
Cause I understand where you're coming from, but like it could really get worse if you run man. Like Trey might play back like he Trey again, but shit until the run Bland get back, I don't trust these other niggas. Then Dunno gonna have to play man. Dunno got to run with a tight end or run with a running back. Oh no, like shit. They gonna have to do something, but I don't know what the hell they gonna do. But they might just be trash, bro. We might just have to come to a realization these niggas just ain't good. This is a fucking touchdown.
Try to find something we good at. I think this on your linebacker. If this a tight end touchdown,
it's gonna be on the tight end. So let's see what happens on this play.
He got to get some depth in that drop back. Look, and he bid on they gonna bite so hard on the play action. Look, they already out of position, and then he's supposed to been in that area. Your safety's supposed to been backpedaling too, though, but he's supposed to been in front of that passing lane. The safety supposed to been guarding him in the back. So it's probably more of the safety fault.
I'm trying to see what kind of coverage this is, because this is fucking crazy.
They so bad you can't even see a real coverage.
Cause it might be match. There might be a match coverage right here. So let's see what happens. Cause there's two. Cause Diggs is up here. We got them. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what happens. Let me see what they do on this side of the field. What all the receiving threats really are. Cause there's nobody on the other side of the field, right? It's just the two tight ends attached. It's just the tight ends attached to the line of scrimmage. A running back, and then we got two wide receivers stacked over here. All right, so let's see what happens. Diggs stays
That
up.
gotta be on Dono though, because the other corner is checking his man on the outside.
You're
They
right.
bit so hard.
They
bit
both
so hard on the play action.
Yeah.
Easy touchdown over the top. Now the linebacker's supposed to have more depth, but they bit so hard. And Dono's supposed to been checking him. It ain't nowhere else for him to go. What else is he supposed to be doing?
Yeah, because see, even with Hooker, he has bracket coverage over 15. So Dono need to have his ass up here somewhere. Like you said, you prefer the linebacker to have more depth.
A little more depth because they bit so hard on the play action.
Yep. Yeah, that's just awful.
Just bad all around, bro.
Cause we don't know. Cause listen, like you said, everybody got so sucked up with the pause. Everybody got so, stepped up so hard on the
Pause
play.
on that too. Like
Yeah,
just for good message.
They stepped up. They stepped their asses up, and they probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
It's diabolical.
They was ready for run support when it really didn't need it. So that's the whole beauty of play action. That was a perfect play action call. Them boys studying on that. It's sad business.
Fuck these
now.
niggas.
He said, "Get them up out of here." That what that looked like.
Home run, home.
Yeah.
Let's see it from this. Let's see it from this end zone. Because not Hooker, but Donald Ass is right there. He's in the box. Let's see what Hooker rotate to. Hooker doesn't rotate anywhere. So
What is Dono doing?
There's nobody else there.
What is he doing going that way? He
Listen,
probably thought, see, the hero ball comes again. Now, somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not an expert level defense person. I'm an offensive guy. But let me know, Dono is looking like, to me, it's looking like he's thinking that Caleb is finna try to run out that way. I promise you, it look at him, he looking dead at Caleb. If you had responsibility for this tight end, why you ain't even looking at him?
Yeah, and listen, there's nobody else back there. So the tight end has to be his guy.
You ain't even going in the same direction as the tight end.
Yeah.
Look at Dono. Dono is looking at Caleb. Now, he might have been trying to make a hero play, thinking that Caleb was going to run.
And look, there's pressure there. But that's the thing. If Dono, if you had just carried the tight end, this might be a sack.
Exactly.
Because Kenny got there. Shout out to Kenny Clark, number 95. Kenny got his ass back there.
He looking terrible right there. Terrifying the way he right there.
You're like, shit.
Ain't nobody else close, though.
Yeah.
Yikes. Them niggas getting blocked up. Go back and see what Izaraku did so I can get mad right quick. Go back. See what the hell this nigga.
All right, number 41. Let's see what he does.
And it's two tight ends right there. Now, if they double team him, I ain't mad. But if it's one tight end on you, bro, oh, nah, he just got tricked by the play action. And then somebody blocked him. And the running back and a guard look like.
Yeah, number 62 and Swift took his ass out the game. Yeah, dog. Like, Dono, if you just there's nothing there if Donovan Wilson does his job. Because if Donovan Wilson carries his tight end, there's absolutely nothing open.
Great ball placement by Caleb, too, because if that ball would have came off a little lower, maybe Murray would have got it. If he would have got a little more depth, maybe he would have made the throw a little worse. You know what I'm saying? If he wouldn't have bit so hard on the play action. Ben Johnson was cooking, bro. With these play designs, he was cooking with this simple-ass defense we running. Like, just being honest. He knew exactly where he wanted to attack, how he wanted to attack, and they executed. And it ain't nothing we can do with this vanilla defense that we running the same stuff over and over. Why we should have knew this was danger zone, bro. Ben Johnson coming up against a super predictable, vanilla, normal personnel defense. We should have knew this was trouble on the horizon.
But think about the two big plays that happened just to start off the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, we probably could have forced a punt. But just one bad thing happened. Like, Diggs fell. Then on the second play, when it was the flea flicker, because they have no respect for your pass rush on that long developing ass play, they didn't have any inkling of not thinking about running that shit.
Nope.
Because they know they got all day to do this shit. And because they got all goddamn day, we ain't got to worry about nothing. So, I don't know, bro. I don't really know what the hell we could possibly do to make this shit right. And listen, y'all gonna have to send a cash app or something or a super chat. We watching an hour worth of bullshit film. We ain't said nothing good about this defense since like the first fucking drive when they forced that 3 and out. Nothing, because even on the other series when they got to stop, there were niggas open, and they just didn't hit the motherfuckers. Let's see what happened on this one. Now, I think this is like this is like going to be like a big run for DeAndre Swift, if I remember correctly. If that's that nigga name. I just know his last name was Swift. I could be calling him something completely wrong. Yeah, like Sanborn got caught up in the junk. He couldn't come in and make the play. Diggs helped escort his ass out of bounds. At least Leofau was on the field for this play. Did not help, but Leofau was, at least he was out there.
He played a few snaps this time. I wonder how many.
Me too. All right, so this probably like cover 3 again. I see Hooker ass in the box. Not really nothing too exotic about it. This is like, look, there's 8 niggas in the box. Like, what more do you want? There's Elam coming down in run support. There's so many people in run support. This should not have happened like this. Yeah, because he got to scrape over at this point. He didn't get there quick enough. Just look. Watch this shit one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 4 down linemen. Then we know that our boy Leofau is over here outside of the screen. So there's 3 linebackers. There's a safety, and then Elam is just out here as an extra nigga in run support. So there's like 9 niggas up here, dog.
Yeah.
And they still let 11-yard run happen.
Sanborn, what you doing?
Sanborn got caught up.
He going too hard.
And then he can't get over in time after that.
What the hell with the go backs? Because Sanborn ain't supposed to take that angle. You trying to get penetration in the backfield. A linebacker, you supposed to be shuffling to the side. He went straight at the guard. Look, if he would have shuffled to the side, that tackle wouldn't have been able to grab him so soon. See what I'm saying? Like, he went straight at the tackle. He blocked himself.
You really want him to loop around the tackle and get there.
Yeah, you want him to shuffle his feet and get outside of the tackle. At least it would have made the running back change direction.
Yeah, because 59 probably has responsibilities in between 62 and 52.
He did. And he's not in his gap.
Yeah.
That's his gap. Look, Leofau got outside contain right here.
Yep, they just made a big ass lane because there's nothing over here. Then you got numbers now. Number 2 can come up and get Hooker. 15 can come up and get in the way of Diggs. Like, this could have, if there was a pursuit there and he could have cut this up, he might have still been running. Yeah, he might have still been running if there was a pursuit there. So we are actually lucky it was only an 11-yard game. Because once you get to talking about your corners having to come up and make plays in the run game, then we know the shit a little fucked after that. All right, let's see what happens on here. Caleb Williams. All right, this is going to end up being a play action pass. Is this some iteration of cover 2 maybe? Yeah, because Diggs playing the flat. Anytime you see Diggs playing the flat, it's probably cover 2.
Yeah.
Because he getting enough depth, he can come back up and make the play on Swift if need be. And now he got enough depth that if you do try to throw the corner or anything like that, he can fall back out from the coverage and give help. So Diggs playing this one, this is a pretty good rep by Diggs. This is his regular standard cover 2. He has enough depth, he can play everything. He can come up and make the tackle in the flat, and he can also get enough depth on the corner route. There is no corner because he breaks back in. Diggs is breaking on the ball now down to the flat, and it was tipped. It was tipped, and nobody made a play on this ball. Look at this shit. Look, this the ball right here. This little speck you see.
Yeah.
Nobody comes up with the ball. It just hangs in the air. Like there's 3 people looking at the football, This is the exact moment that you play a vision defense. The ball gets tilted, floated into the motherfucking air. Somebody's supposed to try to make a play on this ball. The real question was, could they? It's like nobody went and got it. Look at this shit. It's just a duck. Nobody even lays out for the motherfucker or nothing.
59 really was the closest one, and he didn't do a good job of
Tracking it.
being aware enough.
Like, oh shit, what the fuck? Yeah, he could have caught that.
Yeah, if he would have been aware.
Like, oh shit, I thought you were gonna do it. Oh no, man, I thought you were gonna get it.
Now this one of the players I want to see in the other angle.
You want to see this from a different angle?
Yeah, so we
Alright.
could see how goofy he was in that moment.
All right. And listen, we got everything we want. We asked for on this play. My nigga Leah foul out that bitch. All right, let's see what happens on this play. Like we said, it's like some iteration of cover two because we see Diggs playing the shit out the flat. Ball gets tipped. Sam with a good pass deflection right there.
Yep.
Look how that ball hangs in the air. You see the ball right
And
here?
look, it's 3 people right there. Ain't nobody looking. Look, he see
Oh,
it. but
hell
why,
no.
why didn't you dive for that?
Oh hell no! You gotta get that shit. Look at this shit. Like jump, nigga. Dive. And listen, do you remember how Boston then was talking about the linebackers had the dopest ball drills when they went out there and shit? Cause they had them niggas trying to catch the bitch off the ground, all kinds of shit. They throw it to inflict it on purpose, so when shit like this happens, you could be able to make the play.
Go back, cause I want everybody to notice when he noticed that ball in the air. He noticed it right now. Go back. Even further back, he noticed it. Go back. Go back.
Like he
he know it now. Real talk. A little bit before that, he didn't know. I want you to see when he didn't know, and then when he did know, and he
Watch
still
his
couldn't get
expression.
there. Look.
Like,
All right,
oh,
boom, ball
shit.
in the air. He see the ball all that time.
Yeah.
He's looking dead at it.
Because listen, there's no reason that this should not be an interception. This is a game-changing moment in the game. Can they go down and score a touchdown right here?
And go back. Let it play. Let it play. Look how late Leofow seen it. He was just not aware right there. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't too mad at Leofow. He didn't see it. He went even. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It would have been great if he did see it, but he didn't. He was trying to make sure he pursued this wide receiver over here.
Mm-hmm.
Then look how late he seen. He like, damn, Murray been seen that move.
Yeah, Leofow didn't have time at all to recover
That's what I'm
and try
saying.
to make that play. Murray is literally trying to get into the play because he notices the ball. He just doesn't track the ball well. He just does not track the ball well. It was, oh man, that shit like that. Because listen, that's the entire point of even playing zone. You got nothing but eyes on the football. When there's a tip or overthrow, it's supposed to be a guaranteed interception because everybody looking at the goddamn ball. And when you finally get a tip, you can't even come up with the ball. Shit, bro.
Good play by Sam. That's supposed to have been a game-changing play.
Should have been a game-changing play. Because remember, this is when they made it a 17-point game. They went up 31 points on this drive, if I'm not mistaken. It was still a 10-point game. If you get a pick six right there, it's a 3-point game.
But they gonna just say Sam trash, you know. He could be better, but he ain't doing the worst. Wide open shit. Look at he did an errant throw. All they doing is attacking this zone, man. This shit is simple. Ben Johnson got capable players, and they just attacking the zone and they execute. That's all they doing. Every pass, notice every pass is in the zone, in the voids of the zone. Like, they ain't even contested. Look, that's a void in the zone.
He overcommitted to the to number 4 way too quick.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You got to do this shit disciplined and all on one accord for that zone shit to work. Like, I'm not dissing zone. I'm dissing the way we running zone. Like, you got to be all together. You got to have enough depth. You can't be over pursuing. You can't be doing other people's job. It's a lot of stuff you got to be doing for that shit to be successful. If you're not doing it right, it's going to be easy cake. It's going to be barbecue chicken. They going to just have a field day on your ass.
5-man pressure.
And then especially without no pressure, if you combine that with no pressure, shit, we playing basketball.
Alright, so this is like a zone blitz concept. Let's see what happens. We're bringing a linebacker. Is that Clark coming, number 18?
Yeah.
All right, so
Say we playing basketball, they getting free throws. Free throws.
all right, so they pick it up. They do a great job picking it up. Nobody wins. It's just way too easy.
Free throws.
To watch from this end, because Sam
Look how great this pocket finna be.
Because Sam gets back there eventually. It's
Take too long.
he navigates. Boom. He steps up a little bit.
That ain't really bad though.
Ball
He just got the ball out.
Nice little. Like I say, he's just sitting there.
In the zone. In the void. But you know, we don't like curl routes and comeback routes here. See how them motherfuckers were eating us up in this zone?
Yeah, I mean, you got to do something to beat the zone. Like, zone is really made to take away, like, crossing routes and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we used to always get beat by crossing routes, because we used to be a man all the time.
Uh-huh. Crossing routes is a man beater.
Mm-hmm. And so all niggas used to do was run crossing routes against us, and, you know, they get a big chunk plays and shit, you know, because we're in man. Now that we play nothing but zone, all niggas got to do is run curls and hitches.
And outs and corners, posts and corners and shit.
Yeah, all you got to do is get in between the zones.
Find the void of the zone and run your route there. And have time to make the throw.
And he made that play outside of structure, too. And that nigga on a run, hit a nigga in the flat. He was in his bag this game, bro.
Man, that boy looked good. I ain't gonna hold you. Shit. Who ain't look good against us? Hurts.
Yeah,
he the only one.
And even then, just, like, that was him passing. Like, he killed us with his legs.
Yeah. But
Like
Russell
Hurts.
Wilson looked ridiculous against us.
And he ain't do
Caleb
shit this
Williams
game.
looked ridiculous against us. Like, what the hell is we gonna do, bro?
Nothing. Jordan Love finna look ridiculous against us. Watch
Hopefully
this.
he's just too overconfident and just screw it up, man. I don't know.
Just pray about it.
We gonna have to pray. Then
Ooh.
without 8-8.
Good play, Donovan. Hey, this is a good play by Donovan Izaraku. Tackle for no gain.
Yeah.
Listen, when I'm spanking you on this film, you know, about what you did and did not do, I do like to try to take the time out about what you did do.
Yeah. You gotta give him some love.
So let's see how he makes this play. It looks like another standard. Well, is this covered? I think it might be covered too, because Diggs is rolled up. The two safety look. No, they rotate. No, it's covered too. They stopped this shit in the light man box. He just wins almost immediately. He's in the backfield right now.
Yeah. Good play.
Form tackle. Good shit.
Pop your shit, young man. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to watch it from this view. Listen, like I said, I hope y'all appreciate this shit, because this is mind-numbingly boring for me to watch us get our ass whooped in multiple different ways. So if y'all appreciate film breakdowns like this, y'all hit that cash app. They're flowing to the ball, though. I see 57 coming down and filling his void. 41 just wins. Yeah, because if he doesn't come back here, look at this hole right here. If he does not get back there and make this play, 73 got this nigga hemmed up. 81 got Sanborn hemmed up. So if he doesn't come in there and make this play, like shit, he might still get there. He might get some good yardage on there. Now Kenny Clark did come and crush the running lane right after that, but he might have got through there before then. Yeah, I don't like this at all, because this is going to be a first down run, but we don't have enough people pressed up. Like they got a little. I think this will be like a little inside zone, and they just get it. You don't have enough people up front. You move. They push the pocket. I didn't like that we had so many people playing off right here. Yeah, he just kept his legs going. All right, let's see what happens on this play. Oh,
You can't see your messages?
No, because I'm not in there looking.
Oh.
I'm on the other whatchamacallit. Yeah, because I'm actually in here on the screen for the film room. So I got the film room pulled up. I wasn't in the whatchamacallit.
Okay. See, the run defense is looking good, bro. But now we can stop the run. Can't do shit with the pass. Sad.
Yeah. And listen, like they did like have like 11 straight runs against us. They got them down to the red zone until we finally made like a tackle for loss of like 8 yards or some shit. But you got to think about everything that happened up to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like this was like towards the end of the game. Them niggas were probably tired at that point.
Yeah.
And this was the play that got Trayvon Diggs out of there. He got hurt on this play. It was only a 2 yard run. Diggs came up and made the tackle. We didn't see Trayvon no more after this, I don't believe. Came up, nice tackle on a bigger wide receiver. DJ Moore is built differently. That's a big ass wide receiver. He's compact. That's why he does a whole bunch of the running back shit. And as you see, Trayvon Diggs is not on the field right now. So that's ready right there. Who the fuck is number 25? Whoever the hell that is. I think it's one of the people they picked up off the street.
Maybe so.
Hold on, did they blitz right here? Hold on, let me see this shit real quick. Donald walks up. Yeah, they do. They bring the linebacker immediately. He's not even reading the shit. He just going. Then he did, 59 to try to get the quarterback. Thought it was like a play action. They really handed the ball off. Because he made a beeline right toward Caleb Williams. He was not even thinking about playing the running back. But if he had, he might have made a play. He comes relatively unblocked. Because watch, he going to rotate down right here. You're going to shoot into the backfield. And instead of trying to run down the running back, he goes straight to Caleb. Does get a little nudge, though, but shit.
The safety play and the linebacker play is killing you.
I don't know. There's a couple more plays of defense, but it doesn't get no better. Do you just want to end this shit right here?
Yeah, I think we pretty much know the game is out of hand right now, I believe.
I do want to show the one more play. We can go out of order. So I want to show this very last play, and we can wrap this shit up. Cause we got to talk about this one. Hold on. Fourth down touchdown, where they did not give a fuck about anything we had going on. They kneeled it down right there. Boom, boom, boom. Here it go. But it was fourth down. Remember, if they kicked the field goal, it would have still been a 2-possession game. You would have still been in the game. You know what I'm saying? With a quarter left. If they had got to stop right here, it would have still just been a 10-point game. So fourth down with the game on the line. What does the defense do? Because if you get a stop, even though you're going to be at the 1 yard line, The offense has the entire fourth quarter to try and overcome a 10-point deficit. So what do they do with the game on the line? The ability to make a game-changing play. What the fuck happens to your defense? Let's see. Cause we can watch this shit and get the fuck out of here. All right, let's see. Do they pressure? Do they bring? Who comes? All right, so let's see. Nigga, this is a 3-man rush. Fuck this shit.
Damn.
They brought 3, nigga. They brought 3 with a spy. 3-man rush. He's going to come in here, right here. He's spying. So when you got a spy, you got niggas in coverage. Hooker, what the fuck are you doing? This Hooker
Makes
man.
no sense.
You already got a spy, bro. You already got a spy, bro. You already got a spy, bro. Wide open touchdown. Let's watch this shit one more time. Because listen, if Hooker does, and this is what we talk about hero ball, if Hooker does his fucking job, you actually get a stop right here. You brought a 3-man prep. You brought a 3-man rush. Cause watch. Izaraku comes. Osa comes. And number 13. So they rush Fowler. They rush Easy E, who actually gets pressure right here. Looks, he forces him to step up. You brought Osa, and he ran right into, because listen, 73 is not even looking at the spy. That's Sam. Sam spied. All Hooker has to do. I call him Donovan Hooker. I get to how bad he was playing. All Malik Hooker has to do is cover this man, and there's nothing there. Now, to be fair, 59 gets beat inside any damn way. So if he doesn't cover him, 15 probably still wins. You know what I mean? But it's a lot tougher throw. At least he have to reload, and maybe if he reloads and have to find somebody else, maybe the throw isn't accurate. Like maybe something good happens, but you don't know because you left the nigga wide open.
Yeah, like I just told you, safety play, linebacker play, and some corner play. We ain't too concerned with the corner play because we know they'll get better with the depth we got, but this safety play and this linebacker play is killing you.
Oh yeah, like he might not have anywhere else to go with the ball after that. Cause they listen, they low key mug number 15. They low key mugged Roma Dunze on that play, and he didn't get open till late. So maybe with the way they played it, cause they funneled him right into the spy. If Hooker covers Cuz in the back of the end zone, we might get a stop. But I'm just gonna take this shit down, dog.
Please.
This has been rough. That's
hard to watch.
That was the last play that actually mattered. So, what's your final thoughts on this shit, man?
Like I said, man, if y'all want to win, we talking about running backs and all this other shit. Not that we don't need one or couldn't use one, but we need to be campaigning for some safeties and some linebackers for real.
Yeah, because listen, you're winning time possession. You won that time possession by almost 5 minutes or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you had that ball like half a quarter more than they did or some shit like that. And it still didn't matter because you gave us so many explosives.
Exactly.
Yeah, but listen, this is for the members, man. So we're gonna drop this for members only. If you want to see it, get a membership. You know, maybe one day down the line, 2-3 years from now, we release it to the public because this is tough to watch. This is like X-rated.
Yeah,
this how we got fucked.
We should be getting paid to watch this type of film. This is hard to watch.
Like this might end up on Pornhub one day. That's how bad this shit was.
It was real freaky out there today. So yeah, it ain't the best, Cowboy Nation. We looking pretty bad. Then we got the news. CD gonna be out a couple weeks. Like Shotty gonna have to do some coaching, boy. Like he gonna have to do some coaching for us to even be competitive next week. I don't look at Green Bay like an unstoppable juggernaut like everybody else, but
They're good.
Without 88, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, because it already was a game you weren't sure about because of the defense.
Yeah.
And now if you're telling me our offense ain't gonna be what it was because CeeDee Lamb ain't gonna play, we're talking about an embarrassment.
Yeah, because with CeeDee Lamb on the team still, you feel like you can go blow for blow with him. You know what I'm saying? If you had to, you feel like you can go blow for blow with him. But without CD, it's like, hopefully our defense can get some stops. If our defense can't get no stops, we screwed.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
Also, Nick Bosa is out with a season-ending torn ACL.
Damn.
So the 49ers might be in play for Trey Hendrickson.
And they'll actually go get him.
And listen, they only lost one game. And listen, that's what we talk about coaching. Brock Purdy has missed the last 2 games. They went 1-1 so far. Nick Bosa might be gone for the season, and we still think they might make a move to be competitive because they got a real weak schedule.
I just told you, man, we got to see what Shotty can do.
Got to see what Shotty can do.
Losing one player, CD is a hell of a player to lose. But, I mean, that's why I say he got to do some coaching. He got to figure out a way to get a dub. You got to figure it out. It is what it is. This is why you get paid the big bucks.
Well, he might not even get paid the big bucks in Dallas.
You getting big bucks compared to what we make.
Compared to us, compared to us, that's cool.
This is why you get the big bucks, my boy.
But yeah, we'll see what happens though, man. But listen, if y'all like content like this, y'all make sure to hit those cash apps. Y'all make sure to hit those super chats. $ Henny the Moore, $ Landlord 723. And in the words of West Coast, man, never look down because the style is up.
Peace.